Nothing.
Vegas.
Wow. The Southern Blizzard. Alright, what's up guys? This is Tom Burkart and Carlos at Baker Cadillac in Charleston. We're taking the XTS 4V out for a drive. You'd see this car on the road and it looks fantastic, even though it is, Cadillac's biggest limo sedan at this point. So just gonna try to record a few initial impressions while driving the vehicle, and hopefully make it a little more watchable and high quality videos than some of the iPhone videos you've seen from me lately. Alright, let's do this. So the XTS 4 feels really solid from first starting. We have the head-up display and the 12-inch TFT panel as the main gauges. So this is the tech package that's going to roll out into the Escalade and the next SRX as well. I'm pretty impressed so far. We have four-wheel drive in this vehicle, although it is a front drive based platform. The four-wheel drive system is pretty critical for the Vsport XTS in particular, because it has that twin turbo engine. So we're not going to do anything too crazy in this video. We really just want to get a sense of how the XTS performs and drives as a full-on luxury car, because really this car is competing with the Acura RLX and the BMW 5 Series and a bunch of other vehicles that are real heavy hitters in the luxury scene. So this car needs to be able to pull its weight. So it has a 3-blink to pass, which is great. It's from the old 7 Series. Steering feels really good. An electric. It's actually just a full hydraulic setup, I believe, from ZF, and it's really natural and progressive, but also pretty light, which is what buyers are going to want. We can see in our reflection, I'm not sure if you can, but we've got the LEDs glowing up front, and there are two stacks of LEDs that form just a solid line down the outside of the car, and it looks really cool on the highway at night, versus the Panameras and everything else that are out there with the really exciting LEDs. It's good that Cadillac is is up on all the new tech. We've got a bunch of leather surfaces in here for the dashboard itself. Real pieces of leather, especially versus the ATS we just sat in. I think it was like vinyl or leatherette for the dashboard, which feels good until you're in a car with like real leather dashboard. So a perforated leather on the dash there. We've got like a little bit of a vertical wood pattern, just in a really dark shade of wood. It almost looks gloss black and matches a lot of the gloss black accents elsewhere in the cabin. Something else that I'm noticing, it's extremely quiet. The last car I test drove before this was the new 2015 Volvo V60, which, despite feeling really good, had a really rough initial ride. I mean, it felt a little choppier than I was expecting, and that was a V60 with the Sport package. But great to have a Cadillac, ride like a Cadillac. And then it's really quiet. So smooth and quiet, of course, are going to be key buying considerations for any limo shopper. We're just in big traffic right now, but try to get somewhere where we can hit the gas at least. We're with Carlos, this awesome salesman at Baker. I'm not sure if they can see you, Carlos, but you can lean over here and say hi if you want. There he is.
How y'all doing?
He's pretty good. He's famous now. But no, one of the great things about Charleston is great people, and especially this Cadillac dealer is brand new. I took a video earlier of the dealer look itself, the look and feel. Has sort of like a slate looking exterior, and really high ceilings, and lots of leather furniture and computers that you can use, and offices with just clear glass. It really seems like a great concept, and a way to sell luxury cars. For another dealer comparison, while I'm throwing everybody else under the bus in favor of my Cadillac, I was actually at the Hyundai dealer a little bit after the Volvo dealer, and the bathroom would not pass muster at most Shell stations. So that's a little bit of a problem, because Hyundai is trying to sell their Equus model, which competes with the XTS, and people, that stuff is really important for buyers, particularly if they're new to the brand, because if your bathroom is gross, I mean, any guy who's ever had a girlfriend find a gross bathroom knows that is can be an immediate deal breaker. And it kind of was for me in the Hyundai store. Even though my bathroom is gross right now too, I'm not trying to sell $80,000 luxury cars to people who visit it. So let's flip a quick U-turn. Overall, the XTS so far, I think the steering and really natural brake feel, and electronic throttle feel is great. We're in a little children's zone, so we can't go too nuts, but let's just pull in here. See the glory of Charleston, South Carolina. Something that's great here is that there's lots of housing. You can live wherever you want. You can live like a king. So it's nothing too wild, but it is good to have an electronic throttle that is responsive to just like a spur of the moment touch of the throttle. And of course, this is the first time I've ever driven this car, so that was a pretty quick shift and good traction coming out of that corner. Which, if this were a front-wheel drive XTS and I had done the same throttle input around that corner, it probably wouldn't have been as controlled. We couldn't feel power moving anywhere, but the car just, was planted and went, which is the ideal thing. So we are not on a raceway of any kind, but okay. So I really love the heads-up display. So we're just at 20 miles an hour, hard down. It's got great urge, really progressive shifts, and something that's a lot better with this latest transmission versus previous Cadillac transmissions is, well, the brakes, of course, are terrific, but this transmission, some transmissions get really confused, like by the way I drive, because I'm kind of like just a madman behind the wheel. Like in some automatic transmissions with luxury cars, if you hit the gas hard and then you come off the gas, there's that big like lurch as it like tries to figure out what you want. But we sense none of that from this XTS Platinum Vsport. This car is huge. It's really quiet. We have a dark sort of like Alcantara style suede headliner. Also, these visors are in the same suede. The frameless mirror like we had in the Camaro last summer, like I was saying. The only thing I do think is like a little bit like out of sync for the new Cadillac ethos is like they still have all these really crappy, I guess they're less premium than you might want, sort of like stocks and gauges. Even though these stocks and gauges are new, they still have too much. There's too much going on with these stocks. Whereas, actually, I take that back. These are totally new versus the typical GM stock, and they feel more high quality. Whereas like the old stocks sort of felt like you could almost rip them off if you tried too hard. These actually feel pretty good, although I would still say they need a little bit of improvement. Overall, the XTS feels really good. So we've got the sportiest model that's on offer, and I believe this car hits 60 seconds, or excuse me, hits 60 miles an hour in about like 6.2, which is great. For a giant limo, it sounds pretty good. We're rapidly ramming speed against a Honda Civic, like any Cadillac should. This is a great car. I mean, you guys should definitely go give it a drive. This car did not get very many kudos when it came out because of sort of its front drive origins and a couple just other like shopper biases. But to be honest, in this XTS4 with the as equipped, this steering feels fantastic. I mean, this could be a rear-wheel drive car in terms of the feedback and also like the fluidity of the steering feel. Got a little horn, of course. Overall, Cadillac has done such great things. If you haven't driven one lately, or if you think all the dealers are like old Kmart's, which is sort of what I thought they were, you definitely need to check it out, because this is a totally new brand that really knows its clientele at this point, or knows what clientele it does want. And they want you. They want people who like luxury and the finer things and cleaner bathrooms and, fill in the blank. All right, well, this has been Tom Burkart for Car Revs Daily with Carlos at Baker Cadillac of Charleston. And this is a great car. It's fantastic. I don't want to get back in my Subaru now, which is leaking like a faucet. Thanks a lot. Bye. So, it's not rocket science, but how'd that go? Was that okay?
That was good, man. That was real good.
Oh, man. Some of them are bad.
I didn't want to show you any text.
Thank you. I was pressing shit.
All that stuff was like,
yeah.
you can set.
It's
different
good. I
things.
like it. Now, does it? I was wondering, is it always red, or is it in like Is it I think we're in sport mode or something? I don't know.
It's
I thought it was
a
like
setting. You have to go into the settings and you have to change how you got your gauges.
Gotcha.
Because those gauges will even show you like the nav in there. I mean, it shows you everything, man.
It's great. I love this panel. This is the big panel. It's gonna
Then you got the shade in the back.
nice. This is sweet. This car's nice. I think it's really underrated at this point. Yeah. So you guys selling them? Are they doing well?
Oh yeah, they're doing real well.
That's great. Good.
USB port.
Sweet. Oh, it's got a little blue thing. I mean, they're doing great. Who thought Cadillac? I certainly never thought Cadillac would ever make a car this good.
No, because everybody looks at Cadillac as being that old folk car.
Right. They got no respect. They're like what was that guy's name? Rodney Dangerfield. Oh God, I'm getting no respect. Where should we put it? That was good. Alright, sweet. And then do I have your card? I think I have Phil's, but I'll send you guys the links once I publish this crap.
Okay.
And at least if you didn't sell me a car, you can say, well, we're gonna sell a bunch of cars because of this guy.
Look at this right here. You got USB port in there. You got 2 in here and an SD card insert.
Wow.
And an auxiliary outlet.
That's great.
So yeah, it is stepping into that new class of younger.
Right. People with tech and
And the reason
classy
they
folks.
say the reason why they did the Q is iPad.
Really?
iPad features makes it a lot easier. People who know how to use iPads are Q savvy.
Sure. They're not Q-phobic.
Right.
Oh wow, that's power operated. That's awesome.
Yeah, because it's just that little touch right there.
That's awesome.
When you touch it back.
Oh, it's been recording this whole time.
Was
Super.
it?
Yeah.